Ty Sutherland, host of 30 Miles Out fishing show, also on YouTube as well. Also host of Yak in Texas. Pretty much anything about yak, he talks about it on his channel. So here we go.
Jesse wanted to learn how to tie some flies, so I'm just going over some basics. I don't claim to be a fly tying guru. I pretty much tie for function, and this is kind of how you do it.
Cool.
This is called a bobbin. You want to get you 1 or 2 bobbins and 1 or 2 spools of this wax thread. We're tying salt water, so you're going to get the wax stuff. We're using a stainless steel Mustad 34007, which is kind of an industry standard saltwater hook for the flats. This is called the vise. We're using a this is a Regal knockoff. Regals are $200 or $300, but this is like a $60 Regal I've had for a long time. I forgot the name of the company, but just try to make sure you get a vise that has a good strong clamp and is rotary. It spins. Some of those cheaper vices don't spin. You want to spend at least 40, 50, 60 bucks and get one that spins. Pretty much with any fly, you're going to lay a bed of thread. So you just take some thread, put it on the shank of the hook, and start wrapping over itself. And that kind of locks it into place. And then pretty much with any fly, you're just going to wrap back toward the hook bend. A lot of times I'll just lay a bed of thread and then I'll just sit and start creating. I don't even know what kind of fly I'm going to tie. I'll just lay a bed of thread, come back up to the front by the eye, and that's where I start thinking. Well, you want to know how to tie a clouser, and I'm just going to give you the general vibe of a clouser. And I mean, I don't even do them right. I just do them tie style. But the main thing about a clouser is it rides hook up, and it uses some sort of a weighted eye. This is a little brass dumbbell eye. You can also use bead chain from a chain pull off a ceiling fan, which works great. It's always a perfect amount of weight for the flats. This is a little bit heavy. This would be if he's fishing in 2 or 3 foot of water, maybe in a ditch that cuts through a flat, where you pick up some specks or something. So we'll go ahead and make one with this because I've got it. You come back, I don't know, about right there. You want to give it a little bit of a nose. Make a couple wraps just to hold it in place. Turn it, a couple wraps this way, and that centers it. See? Once it's centered, then you start crisscrossing. A few this way, a few this way. You can even go like figure 8. With the saltwater stuff, it's good to take super glue or clear coat nail polish. Sally Hansen Hard as Nails is the best, I find. And just lay down a little layer pretty much every step. That's going to keep your toothier fish like your specks and your Spanish mackerel from just tearing that thing to pieces. So do a step, put a layer of clear coat nail polish, do another step. So we got this thing on there pretty good. So now we'll go for the start putting on some material. Standard issue on the fly tying is bucktails, deer tail, and all different colors. You can also use feather dusters from the Dollar Tree. I do a lot of budget stuff. Feather dusters. The beauty shops, they sell that synthetic hair. What you do is you just pinch a little bit of material, no matter what kind it is, and you take your scissors. I like to use hair cutting scissors. You can get them at Walmart or wherever. Just get a nice, fine, good pair of hair cutting scissors, or you can go to a fly shop and you can get fly scissors. I hit Walmart more than I hit fly shops, so I've adapted to the Walmart fly tying stores materials. Come back with the flashy business, just to give it like a little bit of flash along the backbone. What would be the backbone of the fish, the bait fish. I'll just tie that on there on top. Start adding it to that thick nose I'm building. You finish it off with a, I forget what they call it, whip finish or whatever. 2 fingers here, come around, pinch here, come around, let it slide out, cinch it down. 2 fingers here, pinch here, put it on there, get your fingers out the way, slide it down. 2 fingers here, pinch here, put it on there, slide it down. It's called a whip finish. Trim it up a little bit. Wham. Clouser minnow. Killer on the flats for reds. Killer at nighttime for specks under the lights. This is kind of my version of a clouser. You can get real creative with them. A lot of times I'll bend the hook eye up to help bouncing over oysters and to help keep the hook point riding high. And but that, my friends, right there will kill the specks at night under the lights, and it's deadly on the flats, especially in a clear water situation. These light colors like pink and white, I can't stand it.